Guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. 2 days ago on October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver, and I got it on video. The customer who committed a crime against me requested that their order be left at their front door, and when I arrived to their house, their front door was wide open. It was 59 degrees Fahrenheit. All of their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles. This person...
Woo! That's a bad hit. I ain't never been down bad that bad. I had my drawers at my ankles, door wide open. Fleece Johnson could have came in and did something to me. But this is crazy. Why is your door open? How'd the door get open? Why is your drawer... No, you can actually have your drawers at your ankles in your own dwelling. That's fine. But why is your door open? It does make it seem intentional that his door's open and that he is exposed. But I also want to know what compelled her to pull out her phone and record his body parts and then decide to post that online. And she didn't even properly censor his body. She just posted his parts. So she did violate him. But I can also understand that she feels violated because she thinks this is intentional. Why was his door wide open? And now people are saying there's some original video showing fake screenshots saying that, oh, I saw the original video, but nobody has reposted it. Nobody can share a link. Nobody has the video. It's just floating somewhere in the world that we'll never be able to find. And I don't believe that video exists. I don't believe that she said that she saw the door cracked and she actively went and opened it. So I really do want to know the truth on how the door got wide open. And also, isn't it a little weird that this guy hasn't responded? I wonder if he's taken some type of legal action because he has been removed from DoorDash. But what type of legal action can he take or is he going to pursue? Especially it's been 5 days since the incident and we have no report of him commenting, showing this so-called ring camera footage that people say that he had. I'm just hearing a whole bunch of false narratives within this controversy and debate that seem like fallacies and don't even make any sense. I think she was wrong for recording him, but I think he was also wrong for being nude with the door wide open. You can be nude in your own home. That's not indecent exposure, but if you're purposely doing it and having the door open for people to see, that is a problem. And he should have to face some type of consequence if that was on purpose. Now, if he had gotten drunk and he was too intoxicated and he had done the wrong thing, yes, he should receive a slap on the wrist for this. But if he is purposely doing this, he has a history of doing this, he doesn't need to face some type of legal consequence and get up out of here. We don't need no more creeps, no more pervs. We don't need no more people like this. But I also think she's trying to spin a narrative that this guy saw her on the DoorDash app, said, hey, I got a female driver. I'm about to drop my drawers, lay on the couch, and open my door so when she come, she can see it all. When that don't even make any sense. I don't know anybody that can just fall asleep on command. How you just gonna fall asleep when you say you're gonna fall asleep? You gotta already be sleepy. Ain't no way I'm gonna see a DoorDash driver's female and just say, you know what, it's a good time to take a nap. Let me force myself to go to sleep so I can show her this thing. Why would you even want to show her the thing while it's soft? That ain't attractive. See, that don't make no sense. I don't know no dude that would ever do that, but I also don't know no dudes that are pervs or creeps. So there's a possibility. But I also think if he really wanted to do something to you, he would have just had you bring the food to the door and walked up on you, open the door and say, hey, baby, you see this? You like anything that you see? I think if he was a real nasty, he would have did something more egregious that would have actually qualified as assault. But let's hear the rest of her story.
Person's name is Austin and their last initial is N. I reported this to DoorDash and the police, and DoorDash luckily banned the customer, but the police are doing nothing. I also posted the video that I have of the proof to TikTok, and after a day and a half of it going completely viral, TikTok took down the video for suggestive content and gave my account a strike.
Good.
They've also denied my appeal to have it reinstated. I'm absolutely reposting the video again, but with a little censor blur so it can't be removed for the same reason, because this is literally the only justice I'm getting. In the wake of my victimhood, the police are doing nothing to prevent or stop this man from doing it again, and they're not doing anything to punish him for already having done it. So if the only justice I'm going to get is the fact that he's banned off the platform and that video went viral and now he can live with that shame and embarrassment, then that's what it's going to have to be.
That's what it's going to have to be. Because if you brought the evidence to the police as you say you have done, and the police said, what are we supposed to do with this evidence? They probably don't deem this to be valuable evidence for any case that they can bring to a prosecutor and have them put charges on this man, put in front of a grand jury, have them indict him, and go through that whole entire process. Because this is a weird, obscure situation. But I think if he had a pattern of doing this, then you would definitely have a much stronger case. But I just think the situation is just too abstract for them to put some type of charge. What charge do you even put on him? You can find a charge to put on everybody, but can you make it stick? Can you then have a jury decide to agree with you and have 12 people all in unison come and say, yeah, we agree. This is indecent exposure. This is SA. This is that. I don't think that's actually possible and what's going to happen. And you know what? I do think that cops get it wrong sometimes, but I think in this situation, the cops are going to get it right. And I also think we need to hear that guy's point of view because he can have some logical reasons for what was happening. Maybe he had the door open because he was expecting company that he was going to eat the DoorDash with, and he was just taking a nap. Maybe the dog ran out and opened the door. Maybe a gust of wind done opened the door. Maybe it was cracked and something came and pushed it open. Maybe somebody else had broken and entered into his home. I have no idea why the door was open. But there's so many instances and so many facts that just haven't been cleared up or proven as fact, so many allegations that haven't been proven as fact that we can't make a strong conclusion on who's at fault and what went wrong and what happened. And so until we see that original video where she said the door was cracked, or until that guy responds, we are not going to have a full picture. But I think based off what we've seen so far, the guy being blocked is all that can really happen. And you got your retribution. You posted it online. You said his first name, his initial. I'm not sure if you gave the address, but you posted his body parts. There you go. You got your vengeance. That's it. You got your 5 days of fame. Now you got to let it go. You got to let it go. Keep pushing. Now you have a platform. You got eyes on you. Now how are you going to capitalize on this new visibility? Well, you didn't, because they kicked you off TikTok for continuing to push the matter and trying to repost the same video with all his body parts out. And they done kicked you off TikTok. And you done lost your job at DoorDash, but that don't mean you can't go to Uber Eats. Come on, baby. You got to get you a hustle. Work at McDonald's.
So TikTok, keep this video up. Hey guys, I just lost my job and they won't tell me why.
You know why.
They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working. And they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me. And the police are doing nothing. I lost my job. And that was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
I don't know why she's yelling at me like that. I didn't do anything, man. Look at that face. She is raging right now. But you know why DoorDash got rid of you? Didn't DoorDash also get rid of the man who told that woman she was too fat to get in his car, that she wouldn't fit? Didn't they also get rid of him? What? Or was that Uber? That was Uber. Uber got rid of him. He didn't do nothing wrong in that situation. But because of the backlash and the publicity that it generated, they got rid of him. And DoorDash got rid of you because they don't want to deal with all the backlash that they're getting for this video and everything that comes along with it. This is just for publicity, not publicity, but due to the public eye and its view and all the backlash and all the problems, they said it's easier to get rid of you than to keep you and try to actually mitigate the issue. So, unfortunately, you did lose your job for speaking up, and a lot of people actually have had the same thing happen to them on DoorDash, Uber, Postmates, and all these other platforms that do delivery of either food or people. And that's just the way that they roll. And I think it's unfortunate that you posted your story in which I'm not going to say you're a fake victim, but you have stated that you have been victimized and you posted your proof and you have not gotten your justice that you need to feel like the situation has been properly remediated and fixed. And she's justified in feeling that way, but that's just how these platforms go. When you're a 1099 contractor, they just get rid of you. You really don't have many rights as you're just a contractor. You're not an employee. You don't actually work for them. You don't have any benefits or any ties to them, so they can actually end your contract whenever they feel like. So I wish you the best of luck. I hope if this is actually a offense that the police need to get involved in, that they actually do so. But I also hope the full scope of the story is revealed to us, and the guy who's also a potential victim, he comes out and he speaks. And if there is an original video, I hope that is posted as well. But up to this point, this is the best summary of the story that we have. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on this situation, which I think is crazy, but I also think it isn't finished. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button. Subscribe, because I'm out of here. Peace out.